The referee sent on that occasion?
Yeah, it's a good question, because there is still some judgment to be made by the official in this case, because we think it probably brushes the arm. We don't know for sure. But he might think, OK, he's leaned into it. I'm still going to stick with my penalty decision. I think he was right to overturn it. He could keep it if he wants. That's why you hear the officials...
Uefa. A controversial refereeing decision in the Premier League clash between Manchester United and Wolverhampton Wanderers has sparked internal concern within UEFA, highlighting ongoing frustrations over the consistency and reliability of VAR across European football. The incident unfolded when Wolves' Hwang Hee-chan appeared to be clearly fouled in the penalty box by Manchester United midfielder Casemiro. Replays showed undeniable contact, with many believing it to be a clear penalty. However, the referee on the pitch ignored the appeals, and shockingly, the video assistant referee chose not to intervene, leaving players, pundits, and fans stunned by the lack of accountability. The Premier League's refereeing body, the PGMOL, has since come under heavy criticism for the error. Yet the implications of this incident extend beyond England. UEFA, while having no direct oversight over domestic refereeing, is said to be internally alarmed by the growing number of high-profile officiating controversies, particularly when they involve clubs that frequently participate in its European competitions. UEFA officials are reportedly concerned that inconsistent officiating at the domestic level could undermine the integrity and reputation of officiating on the European stage. The governing body is said to be exploring how such incidents could influence future discussions around VAR protocols, training standards, and referee evaluations, particularly in the lead-up to major UEFA tournaments. While the VAR system was introduced with the goal of eliminating clear and obvious errors, critics argue that it has instead added layers of confusion, with decisions still shrouded in subjectivity. Inconsistent interpretations, lack of transparency, and silence in critical moments, like this one, are now calling the system's effectiveness into question. UEFA's unease adds to the chorus of voices demanding reform. Football insiders are calling for greater transparency in VAR decisions, such as the release of live audio between referees and VAR officials, and more standardized application of the rules across all top leagues. Though Manchester United ultimately walked away with all 3 points, the shadow cast by the unawarded penalty looms large. Wolves were left feeling robbed, and a wider conversation about fairness and officiating standards has now reached UEFA's doorstep. Whether this sparks real change remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: football's governing bodies can no longer afford to ignore the storm of discontent surrounding refereeing. With fan trust at stake and the integrity of the game hanging in the balance, the pressure for reform is mounting rapidly.